Hey, it's Abacus with the SPUF of Legend, and some of you may be thinking, Abacus, where the hell have you been? I have not made any videos. I've hardly done a thing on the internet for like 2 weeks now. I've been completely pawning all my work off on Medic, and the only guy ever jumped in a bit there because they're awesome. But what I've been doing is moving to California. As you may or may not have known, I have been living in Texas for a year. Right before that, I lived in Ohio for 2 years. Apparently, I'm not the sort of person to stay in one place for very long. What kind of happens is I live in a certain state. I try my best to make it work there, and I can eke out a living, but like I just, after too much time passes in one place, I think it just ain't gonna work. And recently, I've been trying to break into video games, and I've been contacting and applying for and getting interviews for places like EA and BioWare and Blizzard, and I've been making it to the final round of interviews, but I just keep not securing the job. And so after a year in one place, when if nothing has really worked, I kind of just feel like switching to something new. And so I decided to move from Texas, move back in with my. Okay, seriously, am I the only one just seeing this? I keep dying to this invisible medic. Anyway, yeah, so I moved back in with my parents in California, and hopefully it's going to be something of a temporary situation, hoping that I can move out pretty quickly. I've got my sights set on Irvine at the moment, to be honest, because my current target is Blizzard, because they're making some cool stuff happen with Overwatch. TF2 is totally still in the picture as well, because TF2 had a really cool update recently that I wanted to talk about, and I haven't actually been able to play it due to the aforementioned move. I wasn't able to bring my desktop with me when I flew to Texas, so I actually had to mail it. It was absolutely horrifying, because it's my life. I love my desktop. I don't want to put it through the mail. Oh my god, but it worked. It was absolutely fine. I used FedEx for anyone who cares. This video is not sponsored by FedEx, but if it was, I'd gladly take their money because they did a great job. My desktop got through completely clean, kind of. Some of my software is a little rattly. Probably should have taken the hard drive out before mailing it. But really, I mean, it totally works. I mean, I'm recording a video right now, aren't I? And, yeah, right, so I want to talk about TF2 for a while, now that I can actually play the dang thing. 'Cause I'm a little late on the uptake. I wasn't able to play Meet Your Matchmaker when it came out, so I actually jumped in a little later than everybody else. This footage you're seeing was not from Meet Your Matchmaker. Come on, Meet Your Maker? Meet Your Match, because this was recorded beforehand. This is actually some footage from an ordinary Valve pub before they got completely destroyed and replaced with a new casual competitive setup, something that's made a lot of people upset. Everybody's missing the old Valve quick play pubs where you can do what I'm doing here and kind of amble across the landscape, getting little skirmish fights. No one's really playing the objective. Really watch this footage, because this felt like a halfway decent game to me, though, the one that we're watching right there, when I played it, because, you know, it was pretty straightforward. I got some cool frags, got some cool kills, got to do some medicing. But after playing in a casual match for the first time, and I should also note that before actually jumping in, I also lamented the death of the quick play pubs, because they felt like TF2. But after playing a casual match, I really had more fun in that casual match than I'd had in a while, and it just had something that I'd been missing in Team Fortress 2, and that was 2 teams of players that were really playing the objective. It was just there were people playing mics with their microphones on. I even felt like busting out my microphone and turning it on because I really wanted to win suddenly. I don't know if it's just having that silly little bar that fills up with experience points is what done it, but something really just really got me into the competitive mindset, even though I was playing casual, and it felt like it worked on everybody else too, because everybody from the Gibbous Spies to the Unusual wearing demo men, we were all playing the objective together, and it was great. It was fun. I've added a few people after playing in a competitive match, and I really do feel like this actually could be a really cool direction for TF2 to go in, even though the quick play pubs had to die. And I mean, a nice compromise that is, of course, absolutely possible is to bring back the old quick play pubs and have both at the same time. I feel like, you know, Valve probably wanted to remove them so that people would play this new system, and you know, that probably worked on me. I don't know if I would have jumped into these. I might have given one of them a shot, but since they are the only TF2, I gave them more of a shot than I would have, and I'm really glad I did. And There's a couple other things people have been complaining about, which is why it's the end of TF2, talking about the difficulty in joining a server, and just some complaints about how the system was set up, unfairness in how to get your competitive experience points, etc., etc. And those are all fair complaints, but the thing is that, I mean, Valve can fix them. They just can, and they usually do. I know some people, I'm going to get roasted alive by some spuffers for saying that, because we all love to hate on Valve for never doing anything. But, I mean, I guess just in my completely naive opinion, they do a halfway decent job of keeping everything fair. And they can fix the systems, but what matters is that the system itself works, and I think it does. And I think that sometimes we look at what we have and get a little too worked up about the current problems without realizing they're fixable. I remember back in Counter-Strike Go when the R8 revolver came out, so many people saying Counter-Strike was dead just forever, like it's completely dead, and I was like, they're just gonna nerf it. It's not dead, just wait like a week and then it'll be back. And that's what I think is gonna happen here, and it's already happening. They've re-added vote kick, they've fixed the queue times, they've fixed that stupid decision where you had to like queue into multiple things or something, but they fixed that, and they're gonna fix the rest. So just a quick video. I'm back in California, no water. I'm so thirsty, but I'm still gonna make more videos after this. So yeah, adios. See you soon.